I secretly paid off my brother's debt, and now he thinks he's a financial genius. 3 years ago, my younger brother, 28M, was drowning in credit card debt, like $47,000 deep. He'd always been terrible with money, buying stuff he couldn't afford, eating out constantly, you know the type. Our parents kept bailing him out, and it was causing huge fights at family dinners. I, 34M, had just gotten a decent bonus at work, and honestly, I was tired of watching him struggle and listening to my mom cry about it. So I did something stupid. I anonymously paid off his entire debt. Took me about 6 months to do it in chunks, so it wouldn't look suspicious. I made it look like the credit card company had some debt forgiveness program he qualified for. Here's where it gets weird. He thinks he did it. He's convinced that his budgeting system and financial discipline got him out of debt. He's been giving financial advice to our cousins. He wrote a whole blog post about his journey. He literally tried to charge our sister $200 for a financial consultation. Last week, he told our parents he's writing a book about personal finance. My mom is so proud she cried. My dad keeps telling everyone his son is a self-made success story. I want to tell him the truth because watching him act like some finance guru is driving me insane. But if I do, it'll destroy him. He'll know his entire comeback story is a lie. My wife says I should just let him have this, that maybe the confidence is actually helping him stay on track. But yesterday he posted on social media about how anyone can do it if they just have discipline, and people who are actually struggling with debt were commenting asking for advice. He's giving them advice that literally doesn't apply because he didn't actually do what he thinks he did. I don't know what to do. Do I let him keep living this lie? Do I tell him and risk destroying his confidence? I created this mess, and now I'm stuck watching it spiral. You need to tell him. This isn't confidence, it's insanity. It needs to be destroyed lest he find himself in a worse place. He sounds like my cousin when he was manic. Am I the only one here not buying this? You need to tell him. You can't let him live in delusion. This is serious. He's now charging people for financial help when he did nothing. It's not fair to him to let him keep believing. He's likely going to be upset, but it's better he knows. My best friend cut me off after his mom's passing. Then I found out my sister has been secretly dating him for months, and everyone knew but me. I, 20, don't even know where to start with this, so I'll just lay it all out. My best friend, 20, and I have been inseparable since childhood. The kind of friendship where his family is your family. His mom treated me like her own kid. My mom and sister, 19F, were just as close to them. We weren't friends, we were family. His mom got sick, and for 2 months I showed up, almost every single day at the hospital. Some nights I stayed over when he came to rest at our place. My mom and sister were there constantly too. We all were. That's just who we are to each other. Then the doctors told us she had more time. She was stable. And I had a trip already planned, a gala in France with friends, one that also had the potential to open some real doors for my career. My friend himself told me to go. So I did. I said goodbye to his mom before I left. I thought I had time. I didn't. She passed while I was gone, and for reasons I won't get into here, I missed the funeral too. I landed back home, already knowing I'd failed him at the worst possible moment. When I finally went to see him, he didn't hold back. He called me selfish. Said I abandoned him. I understood every word of it, even as it hit me. He hasn't spoken to me since that was a month ago. I've reached out. Nothing. That part I've made some peace with. I carry the guilt. I know the 2 months of showing up daily doesn't erase the 1 week I wasn't there when it mattered most. Life doesn't work on a point system. What I wasn't prepared for was coming home to find out my sister has been dating him. For months. Everyone knew my mom, my 14-year-old brother, everyone. I was the last to find out, and only because she eventually had no choice but to tell me. Looking back, I can see it. Them sitting close. Her being more involved than I realized. But it genuinely never crossed my mind she was grieving with his family, the way we all were. I didn't read it as anything more than that. And here's the thing, I'm not even sure I'm angry about them being together. He's a good person. I know he'll treat her well. Part of me is even happy for them, if I'm honest. But the secrecy that stings in a way I'm still trying to name. Because I was there every day for 2 months. I was in that hospital. I was present in that grief with all of them. And somehow, during all of that, the 2 people I'm closest to built something together and decided together that I didn't need to know. That I could be kept on the outside of something that directly involves my best friend and my sister. I'm an adult. I have a life. I can't be everywhere forever, and I shouldn't have to be. But if they felt close enough to me to expect my constant presence through the hardest season of their lives, then I think I deserved the honesty of knowing what was growing between them. Now I'm back home, and my sister is cold toward me. My best friend won't speak to me, and I'm standing in the middle of my own life feeling like a complete outsider. Like everyone quietly rearranged themselves while I was gone, and nobody saved me a seat. I lost two of the most important people in my life at the same time. I'm not sure either of them noticed. Have you talked to your sister and mother why they kept it a secret from you? Your friend is blaming you for his pain. It's definitely not your fault. He just needs years of therapy. He told you it was okay, and it was important to you. He doesn't get to then turn around and be an asshole about it. That is incredibly unfair. He is absolutely grieving, but it's no excuse to treat someone like shit. This is AI. The style is unmistakable at this point. Agreed to not have kids, suddenly very emotional about it years later. I'm married. I love my wife. Even when I was young, I thought I'd have children eventually. My wife 100% does not want them. Before we married, I thought about this a ton, and I decided I love her more than the idea of having kids. That's all old news. We've been married /5 years now, both turning 30 very soon if any of that matters. That's not the complaint. The complaint is that starting last week I've been very emotional out of nowhere, and I have a dream like once a week related to this. It's nonsense dream logic, but usually it's an argument about this, or us finding out she's pregnant, or some other equally dumb thing. I'm losing it. I've cried 4 times in 8 days over this. I think it's just temporary, but damn it, I hate this feeling. I don't even think I truly want kids. We don't have the time or money for them. Obviously she doesn't want them either. If I had more money, I would go to therapy. Since I'm broke, I come to Reddit. Sorry, even making this post feels so stupid. Thanks for listening. You should see a counselor because there was a post about a guy who also didn't want kids until he turned 45 and decided to change his mind and leave his wife to marry a woman who wanted to have kids. Would you be a single parent? If so, maybe you do want kids. If not, it's just that feeling when men think they want children but are not willing to do most of the labor. Kids comes with a lot of things that man usually throw at woman. And that is why if one want kids and one doesn't, the answer is not for one of them to give up their choice. I learned recently my mother had an abortion before me. I'm envious of that fetus. Me and my 2 siblings all suffered horrific abuse from our very mentally unstable bipolar and drug addict mother. Physical abuse, neglect, horrific emotional abuse. She'd bring random men home all the time, and spend days high out of her mind as our sister had to pick up the pieces my sister was sent to our grandparents at 13 over an argument, leaving me, 5 and brother 3, with her alone. We spent so much time with our grandparents, but it turned the abuse up to a whole new level. I was then left at my grandparents at 7, and she moved to be with a man she knew a few weeks. My brother was left at his dad's the following year. We're all disabled in some way, and carry trauma that haunts us. Sadly, my brother is no longer here. My sister and I are 8 years apart, and my brother was just under 2 years younger than me. All different fathers, my brothers being the only present, physically one. I envy that child who was aborted. They never had to suffer like we did. They had mercy. In a better world, all 3 of us wouldn't have existed, as she shouldn't have had us. At all. Ever. I wish I was 2. Why couldn't have I been granted that mercy? She threw herself down the stairs when pregnant with me to stop my dad leaving, saying, "If you leave, you'll never see this child alive." I wish that was true. I'm not being depressive, just mourning what should have been. My mom had one before and after me, so I get it. Okay then. Now move ahead.